What's up, fellow clashers? It's Pauline here, bringing you at the end of the war against a level 9 clan called Sekinchan City. Very, very good war. One probably I think our toughest war up to date. Although not the score shows differently. It doesn't look like the closest, but these guys had a chance to win all the way until the end. And they just kind of blew it. But they definitely had a lot of Town Hall 9 attacks left over, and only a few more to get on us. They are a level 9 clan, like I mentioned, and from Malaysia. They did have a lot of internet bases, but and some duplicate internet bases, but they were good bases at least. And I'll just show kind of what they did to us. They had 97 out of 105. And they used almost all their attacks. If they used all their attacks, they might have done a little bit better. The problem was they cleared all of our Town Hall 8s, which we'll start from the bottom up and just show you that. And yeah, they cleared all the Town Hall 8s, and they had a lot of problems with the Town Hall 9s and 8.5s. So mine was the second one from the bottom as far as an 8.5. And I got 1 starred, 1 starred, 1, and a couple other of our tops got 1 star left. So we all got 2 starred, and they were using go wipe strategies for the top for their the Town Hall 9s a lot, but they used a lot of GoHo and a lot of decent attacks for the others. So don't know what happened, but whatever it is, we were able to pull it out. So we'll go ahead and show our Town Hall 9 attacks. And as you can see, we 3-starred all of their bases except for their number 1, 2, and 4. So we'll go ahead and we'll just show you the bases that we did not 3-star to show you what they look like. A completely maxed Town Hall 9 except for some of the walls, but all the defenses I believe are completely maxed Town Hall 9. And number 2 was, I think, the same. Everything was completely maxed Town Hall 9 except for the walls. So what we'll do is we'll start with number 3, and we're going to see a GoVaHo by El Rempo. With I think this is just about, again, another max Town Hall 9 base as far as defenses. Besides the walls, mid-level royals, kind of lower, but he's going to go ahead and do lure with poisons, 2 poisons to take care of that clan castle, the dragons, and the loons using a 2 level 3 poisons to go ahead and take them both out. And then he's going to bring I think a shattered entry with Valkyries and hogs. So he'll go ahead and bring a golem from the clan castle and one of his own, and he'll go ahead and split the bottom right and I think the bottom left or the top right. So he's going to come in from the 3 o'clock position, and he's bringing a jump, a rage, and 2 heals. And he's going to use the rage and the heal for the core, and then the other heal for the hogs. So he throws a jump down to redirect those golems, drops his queen and the Valkyries in there. The Valkyries will automatically go right for that enemy queen, knock her out in 1 swipe, and be done with that. Then he drops the king in from behind. And they'll go ahead and take that jump into the core, start tanking, and the rages everything up, and heals in the core. So those Valkyries will make quick destruction to that core. They'll go ahead and knock out that enemy king right now and take out that Tesla farm, as well as trip some of those bombs in there, take out the Expo, and it's time to go ahead and send the hog in. There is a cannon on the outside, which is going to kind of screw up the pathing a little bit, but no big deal. The giant bomb is triggered in the core. All the Valkyries are down. The enemy, or the friendly king, is banging on the walls. Queen's doing some cleanup. Gets knocked out, but he still has a good amount of hogs that will go ahead and clean these last 2 defenses out. That golem is trolling down there on the bottom and going for that last defense, and now we are in cleanup mode after that cannon. Sorry, that's 1 last defense. Very few hogs left, but he does have that enemy king doing damage up top to clean up, as well as the wizard up top, and those hogs and wizards on below will start cleaning up from the opposite end, and they'll all make their way into that left-hand side. So good 3-star attack. It's our highest Town Hall 9, and we really just kind of dropped the ball. We really should have had perfect wars. This time there was no reason. We definitely have good attackers. I don't know what happened with those 3 that we missed. I'll show you at the last base that we missed. Very, very low level walls. I think, if I'm looking real quick, I think it's pretty much a max Town Hall 9 again with the defenses with very low level walls. For me, not a very good base design. I think it's the Chief Pat design or something like that. But yeah, we just couldn't make it happen. We couldn't get that 3 stars for that one either. So we had a couple people that weren't able to get their attacks in, which could have definitely been 3-starred on some of those bases. Cost us the perfect war, but you know, a win is a win, so that's all that really matters. We'll go ahead and look at number 5, taken by Huckles with a GoHo with a P.E.K.K.A. Decides to go no lure. So he's just going to go ahead and drop his golems in and grab the lure that way. He'll go ahead and bring 2 of his own golems in there. And I think he brings a max P.E.K.K.A. from the clan castle, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, he doesn't. He brings his own P.E.K.K.A. So we'll see what he brings in the clan castle. He's going to GoHo it, so it might just be more hogs. So he's going to drop a jump in there, make sure he takes out that archer queen, which is gone, drops his own P.E.K.K.A. in there, grabs the lure, and we'll go ahead and drop the rage in there and make sure that all those wizards and archer queens get in there and they take out that clan castle super fast, as well as the P.E.K.K.A. king to get in there and take out the quad Teslas in that core, and the enemy king, which they do, they take him out. Both kings are knocked out, and it's time to go ahead and send those hogs in. I think pretty much the kill squad's all done. He looks like he brought witches in the clan castle, so that's what he brought in there, and they're kind of making their way through the core. But I think one of them is taken out by that mortar. There is another one that's kind of doing a witch walk on the bottom. So we'll go ahead and help that clean up already right now. He uses the heal for that last heal for the hogs that are making their way clockwise around that base. They got to make it through those defenses, as well as that large expo, large amount of defense. But he does have, I think, about 6 or 7 hogs, maybe 8, something like that. So he has quite a bit of hogs. Did drop that poison nicely, got rid of some of them, now all of those skeletons, so that's very good, makes it a lot easier. Mortar's not going to do anything to these hogs. They are extremely low health, but I think all the giant bombs are triggered, and they don't have to worry about anything else. So we're just in complete cleanup mode, and those witches that witches and the Larrys are doing their damage. And I was wrong; they didn't take out all the giant bombs, but the hogs did just right there at the end, and sacrificed themselves for that. So the witch will go ahead and clean that one up, and it's time to move on. Let's do number 6 and check out Gatsby, who got a 6-star war, was clutch for us at the end. Kind of put the nail in the coffin there. He's going to bring a shattered no lure in here on this base. Automatically opens up real quick because there is no defenses that's going to take those wall breakers out. So that he's going to bring a shattered entrance here, drops the other golem on the bottom or the 3 o'clock position, and starts the funnel going in there. Does bring a P.E.K.K.A. as well, his own P.E.K.K.A. And they're going to go ahead and make their way towards that core. Brings his own P.E.K.K.A. and a clan castle P.E.K.K.A. Drops the queen behind both of them, as well as the king, and has a jump, rage, and a heal. So he needs them to get in there and knock out that queen, which they do. The enemy queen goes down. Rages up in that core. Take care of that clan castle. They make a quick... they destroy that clan castle real quick and start making it towards the core. Drops a jump in there to redirect everything to get those expos, those Teslas in the core next to the town hall. And it's time to go ahead and send those hogs in. So he starts sending the hogs in from below. He uses a nice poison to take out those skelly traps, which is going to make a big difference at the end, as you'll see. And that P.E.K.K.A. is doing a P.E.K.K.A. walk and clean out all those trash buildings. We'll kind of one-shot each one of them or two-shot them. Enemy King is doing some damage to those hogs, uses that last heal to get them to push through these last little bit of defenses. And you're going to see why that getting those at least the skeletons that he did get rid of is going to make a big difference, because these hogs just make it to that last defense and get taken out. So, or last two defenses. Yeah, there we go. They're going to get taken out by this Tesla or the spring traps, either way. But if he did not get rid of those skelly traps and did not use that poison, they would have definitely not made it all the way up to that Archer Tower and possibly even the third defense that he took out. So you're going to see just a little bit what a big difference that makes here, because that queen is the P.E.K.K.A is going to walk right by the enemy king. So you'll see just completely like ignores, and then the king drops down and starts banging on the queen. Enemy wizards take that out as the queen is on life support there, and the P.E.K.K.A and the barbarians are going to tank for that Tesla. Queen and the minions are going to go ahead and take out the storage, and they're just going to make it in there and go ahead and take out this Tesla with a couple hits and get the 3 stars. So if there was an Archer Tower, don't know if that would have came out the same way. You know, it was great, a great job, great attack, and we really needed it at that spot. So we'll follow up with that with another Gatsby attack, and that will be on number 7. And you'll see this is the same base design as number 9. They did use a couple of the same layouts, but he's going to use a GoHo, and he's going to use a Shattered Entry again for this base, and this is the one that I think I attacked it, got a 1 star on it. I just did a terrible cleanup attack. I didn't drop a P.E.K.K.A. I forgot to do a lot of stuff, which cost me the 3 stars. It was a good strategy, just really badly executed. So he's going to go ahead and rage up here, take care of that clan castle again, no lore, and just go ahead and use some of the wall breakers to get all the way into that core. And golems will start taking a walk, but as they make it into this quad Tesla, max Teslas in the core, he sends his hogs in there. His kill squad is completely done away with, except for that enemy queen. He does use her ability there, and that's one of the things I forgot to do, is use the queen ability, which again cost me the 3 stars. And starts dropping his poison. Very nicely use of that poison again. Those skellies will go ahead and do some serious damage to those hogs if you let them go unchecked. And you know, he doesn't have too many hogs left after this, so that using those poisons on the skellies make a big difference. It's the difference between having 6 or 7 hogs and having 3 or 4 of them. So they do hit a giant bomb, no big deal. We'll go ahead and do the cleanup and get another 3 stars. So very nicely done. Number 8 is Bro, and he's going to go ahead and use the GoHo on this. And he's going to go ahead and start the funnel with minions, because there's nothing that could go ahead hit them. So it's very well done. And we'll go ahead and start this a little bit faster. He'll go ahead and take care of those, and then he'll kind of start his attack there. He'll grab the lure with the goblin, which is a great, or yeah, I think it was a goblin. So he'll go ahead and take care of that those loons with the poison, and let the dragon kind of take care of the minions. I mean, it's good plan. They've done a lot of damage. They've done a lot of the clearing and funneling, so he can do that. Lets the one poison take care of the balloons, and now he can go ahead and do a wizard barbarian kill for that dragon there, and send the golems in there. So it's very nicely timed. The funnel is already just basically created from those minions, but he'll go ahead and use a couple more wizards to just finalize that. He'll throw a jump in there to redirect those golems. He knows that the giant bombs are in that where the clan castle and the 2 ADs are, where they're just making their way into there. They'll take out the defenses there, and then they'll go make their way into the core. He brought 3 heals for the hogs, but they will trip those giant bombs right there, all 4 of them. And I think they get the Teslas too, if I'm not mistaken. So the Archer Queen jumps in there, and the Golemites are kind of tanking for the Tesla. It's time to send the hogs in. And as soon as that Queen finalizes that storage, she takes out the 2 Teslas in that core. And now it's just time for the hogs to do their job. The Expo is locked onto the Queen, so she's already used the ability. She will go down. And the hogs have another heal left over after that one. And they'll make their way down into the bottom. Drops poison for those skelly traps. Kind of misses on that one, but they will come back and land in there. So I think they get taken out by that poison, which is good. There's only a couple more left, but as soon as they get done with that archer tower, they'll turn on them and take out those skellies. So it's time for cleanup. Very, very nice attack. Has wizards cleaning up on the top right and top left, and they'll split and start making their way to the opposite sides, and the hogs will come up from the bottom right. So we'll go ahead and speed this thing up. They'll make their way into the core, and we'll get those 3 stars. Very, very nice attack. So number 9 is the same as number 7, but number 9 was actually hit first. And what he's going to use is stone entry. So he's going to use 3 golems, GoHo, and come in from the right-hand side, from the 3 o'clock side. So he starts the funneling automatically. He's going to go ahead and skip the lure, use the golems automatically for that lure. It drops the first golem in there to start tanking and get that funneling from the wizards. Drops another golem in there from the bottom right, and still has 1 more golem to go ahead and throw down, and throws it behind the Max Clan Castle golem. And they'll go ahead and start making their way into court. Did bring a jump in there to make his way into the Archer Queen's compartment, and that's where he wants them all to redirect. Also get the clan castle tripped, but did not bring any rage for them. Brings 3 heals for the hogs. So the Archer Queen's locked in on the loons and the dragon and everything else, and the enemy Archer Queen is doing some damage on his kill squad. It's throwing the hogs now, and he really needs to take care of that Archer Queen. I think the enemy Queen's locked on the Expo, or I'm sorry, the friendly Queen's locked on the Expo, and now she's locked on to the enemy Archer Queen and takes her out. So he already has the hogs deployed, but no damage was done because they were kind of fighting it out there and ignoring the hogs. The enemy king, however, is not ignoring the hogs and is swiping on them. They hit a giant bomb while they're standing in heals. So that's a very, very nice heal, as well as on top of the Expo tanking for that. And have 1 more heal left. So he'll go ahead and heal on those last 4 defenses, 2 archer towers, send in the last 2 hogs from the bottom, kind of sneak in from behind, and go ahead and take those out untouched completely. They will turn on the king, take him out, and the enemy queen, the friendly queen is still up. So it's time to just play cleanup. So very, very nice. I'm pretty sure that this was a first attack by Ebon, and a very, very nice one at that. Very early on to the war, and very nice 3 stars. Okay, just 2 more, and we're all done with the Town Hall 9s. My attack on number 10 was fresh hit, so don't know where anything is. Do have some troll stuff here, so I'm going to go ahead and do a shattered entry with GoHo, and I'll go ahead and grab the lure, do a traditional thing because I'm going to use Quad Quake, as I just did right there. Open up that core completely, use the traditional Barbarian and Wizard kill, and take care of those dragons and the loons. As that goes down, I'll go ahead and send 1 golem, send the max golem from the bottom, but there's a troll Tesla there, so I'll send in a wizard, which completely ignores the Tesla. The other one will finally get to it, and we'll start taking it out. My other wizards will take out the enemy queen. The troll giant bomb outside takes care of all my wall breakers, so my mistake for not sending 1 test wall breaker in there, but just really bad positioning for me, and really troll positioning for them. So Clan Castle Golem is still doing work. My Golem is toast right now, and it's time to go ahead and bang through these walls, as you know, that's what they do. So I did not bring a jump. I brought 3 heals for the hogs. The royals will go ahead and just start walking around because they don't have anything else that they want to do. The king goes back to that wall to keep pounding on it that he started with. It's kind of like a project he never finished. And they're going to go ahead and the hogs will make their way around clockwise, and you know, go ahead and get a heal there. King will trip a giant bomb while he'll take out that Expo, use his ability. being backed up by the queen, who finally makes her way in there as well and start taking out the town hall, as well as some of these the other defenses by the king, and still have one more heal for these hogs. Did not bring any poison, and you can see the the skellies doing their work on the hogs here. Definitely make a big difference, but there is only one more defense left. They'll go ahead and turn after they hit that mortar on those skelly traps and go ahead and clear it out, get a nice little split on the hogs, and they'll start making their way around the base. So I think quite a bit of hogs, at least 10 left. So they'll go ahead and hit that another giant bomb placed outside, but 3 stars. So yep, that's good. Got a good first attack, bad second attack. Go ahead and save that one for our Town Hall 8 summary, and now we'll just go ahead and do this last one, which is our last Town Hall 9 attack we're going to show, or at least by Town Hall 9s. So it's going to be Zito going in on their number 12, going to go ahead and do a lure, lock on or anchor on to that right hand side, and go ahead and do a traditional kill with barbarians and wizards. Brings a haste instead of poison, and it's going to bring a jump and 3 heals. So he's going to go GoHo as well, and he's going to go Shattered so far, and go ahead and drop a jump in there, very nicely placed. Get those golems jumping in there, and don't see the king in there yet, so don't know what he's waiting for the king. There you go, drops the P.E.K.K.A. and the king, P.E.K.K.A. from the clan castle, and his own king in there. And they'll start making their way in there, hastes them up to make them get straight to that Archer Queen. Wants to make sure he takes that Archer Queen out, and does. And now the kings are battling it out with each other, and so that king basically takes everything out there. Start making damage through the core, and the hogs are sent in. Has 3 heals for the hogs. Don't know if he really even needs to use all 3 of them. He's got tons of hogs. Kill squad is tanking for them. Do hit a giant bomb standing in that heal, so it's a great heal. Hit another giant bomb standing in that heal, so very nice overlapping heals there. And still has one more heal left, which definitely does not need if he does not want to. Barbarian takes one for the team up top, and trips another giant bomb, as well as probably up at the top left, which I don't know if that was a wizard or a barbarian, so not quite sure. But tons and tons of hogs left over. Very nicely done. Nice attacks, and swags the heal in the middle. So again, really good bases. Not anti-3 so much for or internet bases, but what are you going to do? I mean, they still were pretty well laid out, even though they were common internet bases. Some of them were maxed, and gave us at least a little different than what we're used to, and a good run from our money. So it was a very good war. We really appreciated the challenge, and glad we could come out. We're still undefeated. This is our 50th win, so very applicable for us to go against somebody that at least gave us a challenge. So hopefully you were able to take these strategies, learn from them, go ahead and apply them, get your 6-star war and your 3-star attacks.